Good morning, this is The Wire, and you're tuned into daily coronavirus updates. Today is the 23rd of June. Just under 15,000 new coronavirus cases have been reported in India. With this, the total number of cases has crossed 4,40,000. More than 14,000 people have died and over 2,47,000 people have recovered so far. In West Bengal, the number of COVID-19 cases neared the 14,000 mark. The toll rose by 15 to 555. Maharashtra added 186 more COVID deaths to its toll on Sunday, taking the total deaths in the state to over 6,000. More than 1 lakh people have contracted the virus in Maharashtra. A senior government official in Karnataka has said that active coronavirus cases in Karnataka may reach around 25,000 by August 15. This, he said, will happen if the state maintains the current compounded daily growth of 4%. The state currently has over 9,000 cases, of which over 3,000 are active, 5,000 have been discharged, and over 137 people have died. With Bengaluru witnessing a sudden spike in the number of COVID-19 cases and fatalities in the past week, Karnataka Chief Minister has directed officials to implement stringent lockdown measures in several areas of the city. He added that these areas had clusters that reported a big number of cases in the past few days. Because of rising cases, some districts in Tamil Nadu have also been put under lockdown. Vasantham Karthikeyan, who is a DMK MLA, has become the second party leader in Tamil Nadu to test positive. With this, the number of MLAs in Tamil Nadu who have tested positive for COVID-19 has risen to 3. Tamil Nadu recorded the highest single-day spike till date with over 2,500 new cases yesterday, taking the state tally to over 59,000. Of the new cases, Chennai recorded over 1,400 cases, putting the city's tally at 41,000. 57 inmates, including 5 pregnant girls of a shelter home in Kanpur, have tested positive for coronavirus in the last 4 days. A woman class 4 employee at the shelter has also tested positive. Of the 5 pregnant girls, 1 is HIV positive while the other is infected with hepatitis C. The spread of the virus in the shelter home came to light when 1 inmate was found positive in a random sampling test on the 12th of June. Following this, all 171 inmates were tested in the last 4 days and 57 of them, aged 15 to 17 years, were found to be infected. Amid rising number of COVID-19 cases, the Haryana government has said that final year MBBS students studying in government and private medical colleges will be deployed for effective management of the pandemic. The death toll due to COVID-19 in Haryana has risen to 160 and the infection tally has climbed to over 10,000. Of the at least 100 vaccines that are being worked on across the world, the Thai vaccine was administered to monkeys once again after the results of the first trials showed some positive signs. Thai scientists are looking for another positive response to enable clinical trials in humans as early as October. 13 monkeys were immunized on Monday, and the next 2 weeks will be critical in determining whether researchers can proceed with further tests. Thailand's government is backing the trials and hopes it can have a cost-effective vaccine manufactured domestically and ready for next year. The lack of global leadership and unity to fight the coronavirus is a bigger threat than the outbreak itself. This was said by the head of the World Health Organization on Monday. The head of WHO did not elaborate on what he means, but over the last few months, WHO has been criticized by some member states, especially the United States of America, which has called the WHO too weak, too slow, and too China-centric in tackling the disease. Other member states of WHO have called for a review into the pandemic, with Australia urging the WHO to have more powers, enabling it to respond more quickly to a health crisis. WHO's chief, Dr. Tedros, said, "The world is in desperate need of national unity and global solidarity. The politicization of the pandemic has exacerbated it." Health authorities in South Korea said for the first time on Monday that it is in the midst of a second wave of novel coronavirus infections focused around its densely populated capital. The Korea Center for Disease Control and Prevention had previously said South Korea's first wave had never really ended. But on Monday, KCDC director said that it had become clear that a holiday weekend in early May marked the beginning of a new wave of infections. Globally, over 2/3 of new deaths have been reported in America. Brazil reported the maximum number of cases, followed by the United States. More than 89 lakh people have been infected by the virus across the world, and over 4 lakh have died. Thank you for tuning in. Keep reading and watching The Wire and The Wire Science for coronavirus related news and more. We will see you tomorrow. Until then, stay safe.